going to come on you too. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Madam President. You are tuned to the Madam Prezident Morning Show. It's always a pleasure to be with you every single morning. You know we do this at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Before I hopped on, funny enough, I wanted to say that my dog, he just started acting all a little bit crazy, like he was going to start barking. So I looked down to the left like, don't you start. You know how it goes. But what's up, Linda? Good to see you. First of all, I just would like to say that it is always a pleasure doing this for you, with you, every single weekday, Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is brought to you by FlyNubianMoney.com. This is where you go when you want to grow. This is where you go when you want to get your mind up and you want to get your money up. All right, before we go any further, let me just say a really quick prayer. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for waking us up this morning. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of this day, this realm here on earth. We appreciate you. We ask for your continuous protection, for your guidance, for your peace, for your love. In every area of our life, there is trouble, dear God. We ask that you make it peaceful. Amen. All right, you already know how I feel about got to say that prayer every single day. Just every single day. All right. I was online like many of you, and I saw Kanye West in pure Kanye West fashion. I talked about Kanye West yesterday, but I'm talking about him again today because he recently released an audio of him talking to Diddy, and he was talking to Diddy, and they was just exchanging encouragement. And I want you all to hear this, and I'm going to share some things regarding this. But first, I want you to hear exactly what was said. You know me, don't take my word for it. I want you to see it for yourself. All right, give me a second as it pulls up.
I hear you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you can see it, put me in the chat.
And they get behind the mic, have some fun, chop up them samples, get back on your hitman vibe, have some fun, get back to smiling.
Yeah.
These other motherfuckers, they'll waste your time, big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
Waste your motherfucking time, you know what I'm saying? So put that love in your heart, man, and enjoy yourself, man. When I get out there, man, I'm gonna see you tear down the stadiums. I need to see you back on that stage. And actually rapping and performing and everything. I be dreaming of that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's time. It's time for me to just grab the mic and get back on. It's like I love music again.
Tell you the real from the front line. You know what I'm saying? It's wicked, wicked, wicked. So you be careful.
Yeah.
We can't do nothing in day. You know what I'm saying? I need you out there. You feel me?
Yeah. I hear you. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And have some fucking fun.
Yeah.
Not having no fun, and then get behind the mic, have some fun, chop up them samples, get back on your hitman vibe.
Yeah.
Have some fun, get back to smiling.
Yeah.
These other motherfuckers, they're wasting your time, big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. It was a time when it's just like everything was so frustrating. I can't explain it, but
jump into your bag, man. Jump into your bag. We're gonna have years and decades to fight these motherfuckers. Right now, enjoy your life. This is coming from me, from God to you.
Right.
Enjoy your life. Fall back in love, like when you was making the beats in the shop. You coming up to Daddy's house and motherfucking rock studio and just chop them shits up. Bring that SP 1200 out, nigga, the MPC. Nigga, and have a good time and say the world and all the bullshit, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, be back or something. It'd be good to hear your voice again.
Yeah.
Like 59 more days before trial, so I'll definitely be touching in to tap into your energy or something.
Yeah.
Play me some shit over the phone, give me some fucking life. This is fucking sad. I put Daddy in jail. This is fucking sad as a motherfucker.
It's insane.
The devil is a liar.
Yeah.
Word up, big.
Yeah. Coming out though.
Yeah, man, but I love you once again, man. I'm gonna let y'all go and get back to some fun, man. I don't want to bring your vibration down.
Never.
Keep it in a high frequency, man. You keep doing everything you're doing, man. You got that fucking freedom. And when I get out and I get that fucking freedom, whew,
Right.
I am not caring about nothing but motherfucking being happy. And I want you to feel that.
Yeah.
I want y'all to have that for yourselves, man.
Yeah.
So I know now.
Yeah.
I want to thank you so much for just taking care of my kids, man. Because ain't nobody reach out to them. Ain't nobody call them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody, you know what I'm saying? And that meant so much, you know what I'm saying, that you reached out to them and took them under your wing while I'm in this spot. And I appreciate you. Word up, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I love you so much, man. It's like you raised me even when I didn't know you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is the part that I wanted you to hear. I wanted you to hear the part where Diddy says to him, "Thank you for reaching out to my kids. Thank you for being there for them." He says, "No one has reached out to my kids. No one. No, hold on. I know you all know math. Do you know what it means when no one reach out to my children? No one. Nobody. All the black folks that be talking about, I need the Grammy, and the Grammys got to give black people Grammys. Why do you care if they get a Grammy if they don't even have a real community? They don't even have a real community. It's a community when you partying and you on top. But what about when you rock bottom and you down? What about when the Jewish men say, "I'm going to put this nigga under the ground," and you don't have anybody available to support you? And so what if you don't have people there to support you because you're a grown person? But your children can't get any consoling. Your children can't get any support. That's crazy. For us to amplify an environment so destructive that the youth don't even benefit from it. He said, I appreciate you for you the only one. Now this Kanye West is the one that everybody say it's, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs half the time, but he still got enough sense to say, I want to reach out to my brother. I know what they doing to him and I don't like it. And the part that we don't get a chance to talk about as grown-ups is people who do both good and bad. There are people who do both good and bad. I am not here to excuse poor behavior. I'm not here to say that Diddy, probably has some out of control stuff going on. But I'm not here to say that every time the FBI said that something is the truth, is the truth. I'm not here to say that every time the city says that they're gonna charge somebody with something that is true. I'm not here to say that. A country built on corruption cannot tell folks when they're being corrupt. I don't believe it. And who he pissed off? I already did the videos last year that talked about who he pissed off, the Jewish men and women over the liquor company. He let me tell you something. Like I told you yesterday, this is my theme this week. Play around with the devil and find out. You want to make a deal with the devil, you got to be in hell. And he's finding out. He found out. But what's crazy about the Black community is you all will stand in line and say, hey, give this person an Oscar, give this person a Grammy. They deserve it. And you all don't think a man's children deserve to be taken care of when he's no longer around? But that's the difference between white institutions and Blacks. The Ku Klux Klan children ain't never. Every child that's a part of the KKK, they ain't lacking nothing. Their entire system, their entire society ensures that they are always well. Always well. So you mean to tell me our kids always got to be the kids that's a part of suffrage? Because we don't have true community. All right, so based on that conversation, also, let's just give shout out to them just being brotherly. Hey, what's up, my brother? The man was in jail. He said, this is dark, man. You can't do nothing in here. Be careful. It's wicked. Be happy. Let me get out of here, and you ain't going to find me complaining about nothing. That's what he said. That's the truth. That's a reality. Every day we got our freedom, we have our ability, and we over here complaining. Hey man, I'm mad. What you mad for? You can go outside, go for a walk, go get some ice cream, go call your grandparents if they're still alive. Get yourself some joy, because you have no reason to be mad. The man said it. A man who was once on top of the world. He could go anywhere at any time he wanted to. And now he is confined to prison. Confined into prison. And I don't know Diddy at all, and I don't have any interest, but I think about the time that he had T.D. Jakes at his party, a man that's supposed to be a man of God. And I won't contest that. I won't challenge that. That's not my place. So he had T.D. Jakes at his party. Hey, if T.D. Jakes is the person that provides spiritual counsel to a man, where is it when he's gone for his children? The spiritual counsel is still needed. Where's T.D. Jakes? Where's the spiritual advisors? We don't care about each other enough. I want you all to understand this, because you all think that you can compete. You cannot compete against a society that's locked in against you if you don't care about each other. You got to care about your brother, your person to the left, the person to the right, in order to have true elevation. He just said it out of his own mouth. No one has reached out to my kids. Nobody. How can I want to be invited to a party of people that wouldn't reach out to my kids if I was away from them? Character supersedes personality. This is why some of you all so disconnected romantically. You let people with nice personalities ruin your life. Nice personalities and poor character. This is why I don't want to be preachy, You know I can do that. I don't even want to do it. But I have a large heart of empathy. I have too much empathy in some places in my heart. So probably the way I grew up, the way I was raised, all of that, I have an overage of empathy. Okay. So that means that in some instances, I am way too sensitive. And when it comes to people caring about people's children while they are in jail or in prison or dead or away, I have empathy surrounding that. But, you know, I can't stand alone having empathy. And a lot of us say, oh, they rich kids, they rich kids. Everything that they have, everything that their father has accomplished has been challenged and modified and taken away. They're up against a system that supersedes what they are used to. This is another reason why I don't think that, you know, these athletes and these rappers, these producers with these children that have the ability to be anything in the world, why are you not demanding that they are something more? They have got to be avid readers in order to compete against a society. If you the producer and you made all this money, this is why the Jewish community own the NFL, the NBA, and we can't get in and do anything because all we are the sacrificial lamb. All we do is use the body. We're the body, and they're using the brains. But when you have the power and the financial ability, you don't even have the sense to make sure that your children use the brain. You still got them using the body. I'm just going to say it. I love LeBron James. I'm a big LeBron James fan. In fact, hey, I'll make his play, his Savannah play. I like LeBron James. I like what he stands for, what he has accomplished. The fact that he's the richest, one of the richest athletes in the world, and the son has to be an athlete too. It makes me believe that we are not instilling enough occupational awareness to our children. Son, you don't have to be an athlete. You can be anything that you want to be. I'm confused why you want to be this. I've done the work already. I know that it's fun, but I want to compete. I want another league. I need you thinking on a higher level. You ain't got to play ball. The man old white man, he made the game of basketball. He was a gym teacher using peach baskets for the game of basketball. Anyways, I'm moving on because I see myself moving, straying away. If you hear me and you feel me, step in the chat and say, I feel you. All right. This particular story, this kind of perpetuates the same story that I've been telling is it's hard to compete. It's hard to compete. Put Slutty Vegan in the chat if you can see this. Put Slutty Vegan in the chat if you can see this. Put Slutty Vegan in the chat.
And it costs too much. So if you ever had Slutty Vegan, you know they're not. Restaurant union or whatever. And some of
Put Slutty Vegan in the chat.
Owned by Black woman Pinky Cole is closing down its Spelman location after being voted out by the student union or like the student restaurant union or whatever. And some of the students, I was just reading the comments. I reached out to some of the students. They wanted to stay anonymous, so I don't want to put their name out there. But a lot of the students were saying it was limited options and it cost too much. So if you ever had Slutty Vegan, you know they're not cheap. They're not a cheap option, right? It's a premium. It's a premium food, but they got voted out. And I'm not sure if you ever heard of the Twisted Taco. You ever heard of Twisted Taco?
I have.
So they're being replaced. Slutty Vegan is being replaced at the HBCU Spelman by Twisted Taco. Slutty Vegan, a black-owned restaurant owned by black woman Pinky Cole, is closing down its Spelman location after being voted out by the student union, or like the student restaurant union or whatever. And some of the students, I was just reading the comments. I reached out to some of the students. They wanted to stay anonymous, so I don't want to put their name out there. But a lot of the students were saying it was limited options and it cost too much. So if you ever had Slutty Vegan, you know they're not cheap. They're not a cheap option, right? It's a premium. It's a premium food, but they got voted out. And I'm not sure if you ever heard of the Twisted Taco. You ever heard of Twisted Taco?
I have.
So they're being replaced. Slutty Vegan is being replaced at the HBCU Spelman by Twisted Taco. Slutty Vegan, a black-owned restaurant owned by black woman Pinky Cole, is closing down its Spelman location.
All right, so I just really want to make a very clear statement about this. The first thing I will say that is Slutty Vegan is a premium vegan brand, and it is pricey. I've had Slutty Vegan. I think it was probably, I don't know, 2 burgers, $30-some, or I don't know. Everything is just universally expensive, in my opinion. I don't think that this is just specific to one thing. I also know for a fact that Slutty Vegan growth has been very fast. You know, some restaurant chains have been around for a very long time before they have as many operational locations as Pinky Cole has. Everyone has gotten into a better eating lifestyle. Eating better, eating healthier has become a movement that is just, it's recognizable and you can't deny it. Now, where the challenge is, this is the challenge. And I'm just going I'm going sideways a little bit. And the reason that I'm going sideways is because I want you all to understand something very precisely. In the 30s, in the 1930s, in the 1940s, during segregation, your black ass didn't have a choice what you were going to, which venues would be where you want them to be. This is where we differ from white institutions and white folks in general. If Spelman was a white institution, a PWI, they would never remove a white-owned business for a Black-owned business. I'm not making this a race thing, okay? I just want to speak facts for you so you can understand why they have the department stores and we have the shelves. The psychology, the behavior is embedded in them that they don't do certain things no matter what. So that means that if your mom and them, they got good food, good seasoning, good. They black ass ain't bringing that good food and that good seasoning over here in a white school just because the black students said that they want it. It don't work like that at their institution. But what happened is black institutions, black schools adopt the same construct, the same environmental construct as white schools. We can't compete. I say that respectfully because I like for you all to remember, during segregation, this was the law. You can't eat here. You can't sit here. You can't go to this school. This was required. And it was required to be compliant in this so that they can have all the wealth that they have, the Beverly Hills, the big old houses, the better neighborhoods. It was a requirement. They built a society and had all of its people understand the code behind it and implemented this. But meanwhile, we don't have the same. Now, here's my thing. I'm not on the board. I don't have any, social power in this fight. And kids don't want to pay, $20 a burger. That's understood. But the question is, did they go to her and say, what can we do to modify the menu? The kids like tacos. Can you create a vegan taco? Can you create something that's less expensive on the menu so that you can stay here? Swapping out the one place for another, I mean, I guess that's business. But the reason that we're on this side of the business is because, you know, in the 30s and the 40s, they had it go a specific way and we couldn't compete. Now we're in the game and we still got to fight. We still got to fight one another. Now, Pinky Cole probably don't care. She probably feels like, I got 100 restaurants. I'm in the airport. This is fine by me. One spot don't mean nothing to me. And that's okay. But what I'm trying to get us to understand is the code of conduct. The code of conduct, which means that we don't, no. We eat here. This is what we do. We eat here. The menu will be modified for the students. She'll take care of it. And we move on. You know, but just, we're going to swap her out. I know she's a Black-owned business and we'll bring in another business. It's not personal. Okay. I remember I just told you that you had a billionaire in prison. No one reached out to his kids, but everybody watching the Grammys, right? This is constant. This is a cycle. This is behavioral. And this is what I'm going to keep saying. This is why they have the stores and we have the shelves. It's a behavioral construct. Lack of unity, lack of understanding of economic empowerment. It's a construct. It's not just, oh, it's just my way. It's just a thing. It's no biggie. Y'all want me to get real with y'all? You want me to get real with y'all so I can tell you how your children are suicidal? How I can tell you how your children are in a world where they feel like they don't belong? They don't have confidence in themselves. You constantly integrate them in worlds that don't respect them. You integrate them in worlds that don't look after them. Then you wondering why they sad, don't want to talk. You're not combating this. You don't personally combat it. You make a world that is hard for your own children to have esteem in, and you wonder why. All right, moving on. I'm moving on. I didn't mean to be deep today, I promise. I was just going to keep it cool and keep it light. All right, this is another video that I saw. I want to share this video with you all too.
It's the biggest boss in the game. Ricky Rose. How many just scream free Lil Durk at that Rolling Loud? How many? All right, now, for y'all young hustlers, y'all got to learn how to do roofing. Y'all got to learn how to lay marble floors. You got to learn how to do the plumbing. This is multiple $1 million game. Multiple $1 million game. I'm walking up on these real estate sites. I see very few brothers that's on the roofs, that's doing the plumbing, that's doing the drywall, that's doing the electricity. It's a lot of money in that. Once again, how many people said free Lil Durk at Rolling Loud? Exactly. It's the biggest boss in the game, Ricky Rose. How many just scream free Lil Durk at that Rolling Loud? How many? All right, now, for y'all young hustlers, y'all got to learn how to do roofing. Y'all got to learn how to lay marble floors. You got to learn how to do the plumbing. This is multiple $1 million game. Multiple $1 million game. I'm walking up on these real estate sites. I see very few brothers that's on the roofs, that's doing the plumbing, that's doing the drywall, that's doing the electricity. It's a lot of money in that. Once again, how many people said free Lil Durk at Rolling Loud?
He's not lying. This is Rick Ross. If you can, if you saw the video and it played clearly for you, put Rick Ross in the chat. He's not lying. The reason I wanted to play this video is because we glorify, we love, and I don't know what happened, but we glorify and we love being able to dress up in a suit and look really nice. But every time we need something, it's somebody who coming through this door with a tool belt on. It's somebody who coming in here with a tool belt on, with a shirt with their name on it, that getting all the money. You need your power fixed, your electricity fixed. It's going to be a tube belt guy. You need your car fixed. You know, you need the water fixed in the house. Plumbing. It's people who pull their sleeves up. It's not people who wearing the suits, and that ain't no problem. You can do whatever you want, but we should be a part of everything that's making the world go round. But here's the thing. If everybody in our community just feels like, here's the thing, if the drug dealer gets respect just because he have money, then that's a problem as well. You should just be getting respect in the community because you have money. How are you making your money? You making it honestly? Are you teaching people behind it? Yes, we need that. We need, not only do we need that, we need more of it. Roofing. The brothers who do roofing, come on now, you already know you need a new roof. It's going to cost you $7,000 plus. Sometimes it be 2 of them up there doing a new roof. It ain't even a whole slew of people. In my own backyard, I had to remove a tree. I told you all this story. Big old tree hanging above my roof of my home. Cost me like $14,000 to remove. Calling companies, white man come out. No black owned tree removal company. I had to find people. Then the Latino, the Mexican guy comes. He got a whole crew of people ready to get it down, ready to, hey, we're going to do this, this, and this. All that to say that this is where the money is. I even looked at my own life with a magnifying glass. I told you, I had a BMW X3 sitting in the driveway. Meanwhile, they came over there, a BMW X3, probably, 55, 60K. They came over there to my house with a tractor that cost about 60K. And I said, this makes sense. The tractor makes sense. The tractor makes money. The X3 don't do nothing. It don't do a thing. Not to mention, I was working remote. So I got a nice car. Can't even use it half the time because I'm working. And it's like, what created this role to fit into this mold of this space and this place that won't even call your children if you're unavailable, if you're dead, if you're in prison? You riding around to impress those people, to have them at the party? You sitting with a spiritual advisor that won't check on your children? What kind of society have we become? I am not going to stop challenging us on this. I am not going to stop challenging us on this. This is my time. It's 10 o'clock on the dot. I'm Madam President with a Z. Remember, I want you to beat this system. I don't want you to let this system beat you. You should follow me on all platforms. On Instagram, it's One Madam President. On Twitter, it's One Madam President. On YouTube, it's The Madam President. I just want to tell you all that I love this. I love this. I love doing this. I appreciate you. I'm going to have more guests on the show. If not this week, next week, you already know. I do this every Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm not going to stop challenging us on this. We're not going to have parties with people that won't check on our children. We will not have spiritual advisors that won't check on our children. We will not do it. We won't be a part of that. We won't have $60,000 cars in a driveway and not have the funds for the tractor when it's time. We will have a full functioning, high developed society on my watch. I'm Madam President. You can purchase my book, Matters of the Heart. I speak from the heart. I also write from the heart. I have tons of stories. Ever since I've been a little girl, I've been a storyteller. Tons of stories in my book, Matters of the Heart. You can check it out. Go to madampresident.com, get you a free journal. I'm just glad to be with you all, and I will see you all tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remember, you want to beat this system, don't let it beat you. I'm out.